Well, I am out here in what I call my tub garden. It's really a raised bed garden. These are fiberglass tubs. Got the bottoms cut out, so I just kind of use them as a raised bed to contain the soil. And got a lot of clover, some kind of clover in here that had just taken them over this winter. But instead of putting Roundup on them or hoeing them out, that's what I did to these when I planted my garlic and these shallots. I just got a hoe and hoed them out, but a lot of that stuff's coming back. I didn't get it all. You'll see a lot of the clover come back. So I'm gonna try something. It's not different, but different than that. And that is I'm gonna go ahead and burn these out with my torch set up and show you that. This is green, so you know it may not burn all that great, but got a little bit of a south wind that I don't like when I'm burning, but the fact that this is green and it's kind of been a misty day and stuff, I think it's going to be okay. So anyway, I'll come through here. In my limited research, it said, very limited research, said fiberglass does not burn. If it gets hot enough, it will melt, but it does not burn. So we'll see. I've done this before. As long as I don't stay in one place too long, it doesn't seem to have a problem. Burning it, instead of hoeing it or cultivating all the weeds out, burning it will also kill a lot of those seeds, and maybe some of this won't come back next year as bad. So let's get started, get after it. I like this torch because it has an igniter on it. So it's self-igniting. I don't have to bring a lighter out here or anything like that. Just push a button. And you'll hear that. Got a trigger on it. Pull that trigger and it is like a jet. Sometimes it'll blow itself out. What this should be doing is killing the cell walls of those stems, just boiling the water in those stems, and hopefully kills it for good. This is where I'm gonna plant onions. This entire row here, I'll be planting onions. Pull the trigger full blast, it'll put itself out. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It's a little windy. That wind's blowing it back in there, I think. Well, I tell you what, that looks pretty good. And this does more than one thing. It of course kills the vegetation that's on it. Hopefully takes care of most all, if not all, of the seeds that would have sprouted next year, because this is pretty mature, beginning to flower. You can see the purple flowers beginning to flower. So it's pretty mature and therefore would have some seed heads on it probably. But it also puts leaves some of the plant residue in the on the surface of the soil, and puts some ashes there. Since I'm planting onions and onions love potash, that's going to help. So I think it looks good. This will be I'm probably going to plant 3 bunches of onions. There's about 50 in each bunch, and I think it looks pretty good. I'll put a link to the torch underneath the video, but I think you're well aware, or you could tell, that if you don't have a lighter, a click lighter, piezo sparker, and if you're in windy conditions or it's flaming out for whatever reason, man, it would be a pain in the butt to have to do that with cigarette lighter. So make sure you get one with the little red sparker, little red lighter. And just a tip, mine would not light at first, and it's because this cord right there, you can see that cord was hitting right there on that piece of metal, and I could see it sparking there, so I just pulled it away. I think that's hot. No, it's not too bad. I just pulled it away, and it didn't arc anymore there, so then it started lighting. First it didn't light, so if you ever find that to be a problem, make sure you're not arcing out somewhere on that cord, that wire down there that goes from the piezo lighter to the torch. So anyway, that's a good looking bed ready for onions. Probably gonna come in here and put some compost on it, but this I just wanted to show you a good way to ready your bed for spring planting, fall planting. All right, just want to show you this, and I want to show you this. If you don't have one of these, I tell you what, there's nothing better for starting a brush pile on fire. There is nothing better than that. For years and years and years, I have done a brush pile with some feed sacks and a match and some 10 gallons of diesel, and oh my gosh, this thing, you just walk up to it on about 2 or 3 sides and throw that thing up in it and get it going good, and if it dies down, you hit it some more. Man, that thing, oh my gosh, that thing is so easy to start a brush pile. I'm putting a link below to that. Get you one with the piezo lighter on it. Make sure it's got that lighter, okay? I wouldn't buy one without it, let's put it that way. And if it ever breaks, I assume there's a replacement, or I could get one from maybe from a for like a gas grill or something like that. Anyway, there's the onion bed, and I'll plant some onions and I'll video that for you in just a few days. And for right now, we're gone.